This is your latest news update. Stay informed with the biggest stories shaping the world today. President Donald Trump has officially announced Boeing's development of the next-generation stealth fighter, the F-47. In a press briefing from the Oval Office, Trump described the aircraft as the most advanced and lethal fighter ever built, boasting unprecedented stealth, speed, and maneuverability. Revealing that the F-47 has been secretly undergoing testing for the past 5 years, Trump confirmed that production is set to begin at Boeing's St. Louis facility. While officials declined to disclose the full cost due to national security concerns, estimates place the price per jet at over $300 million. The F-47 will operate as part of the Air Force's next-generation air dominance initiative, working alongside semi-autonomous drone wingmen. This announcement comes as China continues testing its own next-generation stealth fighter, the J-36, which was recently spotted conducting flyovers near Chengdu. With long-range capabilities and advanced stealth, the J-36 has raised concerns among U.S. defense officials. President Trump has dismissed a New York Times report claiming Elon Musk was scheduled to receive a classified Pentagon briefing on U.S. war plans with China. The report cited anonymous officials who alleged that Musk would be briefed on strategic targets and military decisions in the event of conflict with China. Speaking to reporters, Trump called the report entirely false, joking that Musk was at the Pentagon for DOE, not for China. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth echoed Trump's denial, stating that the meeting was informal and focused on innovation and efficiency. However, a Department of Defense statement later contradicted Trump's remarks, saying Musk's visit resulted from a personal invitation by Hegseth and lasted about an hour. Despite conflicting reports, the White House remains adamant that there were no discussions about war plans with China. The Boston Celtics have officially been sold for an unprecedented $6.1 billion, marking the highest sale price for any North American sports franchise. The purchase was led by Bill Chisholm of Symphony Technology Group following the team's 18th NBA title win in 2024. Current Governor White Grousbeck, who originally purchased the Celtics for $360 million in 2002, will remain in his role until 2028. The sale still requires NBA approval, but is expected to be finalized soon. With this record-breaking sale, speculation is growing about the NBA's plans for league expansion, with Las Vegas and Seattle seen as likely candidates for new teams. President Trump has removed 2 Democratic members of the Federal Trade Commission, Alvaro Bedoya and Rebecca Kelly Slaughter, triggering a legal battle over presidential authority. Both commissioners claim they were fired without cause and intend to challenge the decision in court. The White House cites Supreme Court rulings affirming the president's authority to remove executive officers. The firings coincide with the removal of over 350 blog posts from the FTC website, many of which documented regulatory actions under the Biden administration. Critics argue the move undermines consumer protection and antitrust enforcement, with some lawmakers calling it a blatant abuse of power. Legal challenges are expected as this fight over executive authority escalates. The Social Security Administration has announced that it will no longer allow bank account changes by phone in an effort to combat fraud. Moving forward, individuals must update their banking information through the online portal using 2-factor authentication or visit a Social Security office in person. The agency reassured the public that all other phone-based services remain unchanged. President Trump has signed an executive order aimed at dismantling the Department of Education. While full closure would require congressional approval, the order directs Education Secretary Linda McMahon to dramatically reduce the department's workforce and transfer its essential functions to other federal agencies. Trump called the move a historic action and vowed that key programs like Pell Grants and Title I funding would be preserved. The department has already cut more than 1,300 jobs as part of the restructuring. The decision has sparked immediate backlash from Democrats and education unions, with legal challenges expected in the coming months. While some Republican lawmakers have proposed legislation to eliminate the department, they currently lack the Senate votes to pass such a measure. 3 individuals have been charged with federal crimes after allegedly targeting Tesla properties with Molotov cocktails and other weapons. The Department of Justice has labeled the incidents as acts of domestic terrorism, warning that further attacks will be met with severe legal consequences. Attorney General Pam Bondi stated that suspects face a minimum of 5 years in prison, with sentences potentially reaching 20 years. One of the attacks involved an individual carrying an AR-15 while vandalizing a Tesla facility. The Biden administration was previously accused of ignoring politically motivated violence, but under Trump, the White House has taken a strong stance in support of Tesla. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick even encouraged stock purchases in the wake of the incidents. As legal proceedings unfold, questions remain about whether Democratic leadership will formally condemn the attacks or continue to downplay politically driven vandalism. That's all for tonight's news update. Thank you for joining us. We'll continue to monitor these stories and bring you the latest developments. Stay safe, stay informed, and have a good night. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update.